My name is John Runnels. I'm an artist from Houston, Texas. The project that I was selected for the Deer Valley Water Treatment Plant originally was a competitive process. There were 7 finalists who were selected from around the United States to make presentations here in Phoenix. I won the commission. After that, you investigate the site. And oftentimes I find that when I go on site, the site actually talks to me. It tells me, I create this invisible dialogue, this silent dialogue between the site and myself about what are the possibilities here. I follow that up with research. Now that research can be in the library as far as the history goes, for what took place, how come this place is here and now. I think it should be noted that my process is different when I'm doing a public art project versus doing my own private studio work. My own private studio work is one in which I can truly follow my bliss. And I think the glory of that is there are no rules. And that's probably one of the reasons why I like to do art. That's a completely different situation when you are involved in doing public art. You are rule-bound by city ordinances and umpteen other constraints that you had no clue about. But I also find that that's part of the challenge. And it's just like the hourglass. That last little piece of sand that comes through, that's sort of the magic point. Once that's determined, then your idea just blossoms and flourishes. Most of my work is usually text-based, and I'm a voracious reader, and so I'm constantly gathering ideas that are, you might even say that they're literary. And I would say that that literary springboard is oftentimes where I springboard from, rather than the visual. I usually start with the text, with the literary element, and then I search for that visual equivalent. Because of the fact that it was a water treatment plant, that in itself was a storm of ideas. So I started with words, and often with my projects, I try to use an unsuspecting material, not an official art material, but what is out there that already exists in quantity that we can incorporate into making an art project. I came up with water words: water wheel, water lily, water moccasin, watermelon, and that was going to stretch the whole length of the wall. Time has refined this project to a beautiful point. We came up with ceramic porcelain tiles. These tiles will outlive all of us. They will outlive the wall itself. They will withstand the 120-degree heat. They're durable. It's a wonderful investment. One of those aspects of any public art project, the bottom line is the budget. The budget is the bottom line. You have X number of dollars, and these dollars have to be allocated to certain aspects of the project. Essential. That's what makes public art a different creature than one's private studio work. We had to narrow it down. Once we resolved the idea and everyone was on board about the rainbow as a viable visual product to present, then what we had to do was come up with the design. There's approximately 20 designs that are all the same and that are repeated. But as it comes down the wall, even though they're repeated, they're shifted. And so that is where the diversity comes in. It's repetition, but with change. I started off with a mathematical concept, And starting at the end, you add a different square of color until you get to the center. It was mathematically conceived originally, but then once we got into the dynamics of it, I had to let go of the formula and just make it look pretty. I think as special is the quality of the work in terms of it has a drive-by perspective. So whereas we think of art as you go to the museum, to the gallery, you leave your space and come into their space, this is unique. It's a drive-by perspective. You stay in your car and the art is there. Being from Mississippi, there's a little bit of Faulkner in me, and I've got to use the language. So, once I was given the 3 bus shelters to design, that is where I saw my opportunity to incorporate the language, the text, the water words, the repetition of water words. Also, what I like about the bus shelters is because of the density of the words, it has a contemplative quality in terms of the Metro bus rider can participate in the art if they so choose. They have something to participate in. That's how the words did play a part in the project. We found a place for it. Water, color, water closet, watermelon, water moccasin, water lily, water bed, water nymphs, water hyacinths, water garden, water fountain, water softener. Agua, por favor. White water, black water, rose water, sweet water, perfumed water. Agua, por favor. Hydroplane, hydroelectric, hydroponics, hydrophonics. Tap water, holy water, hot water, troubled waters. Agua peligrosa, agua bonita. Water meter, water heater, water tower, water power. Water treatment. Agua, por favor.